lost his fight. Dogs bark loud, but the silence bites. Cocaine dreams fade to black. Police lights, no turning back. Sammy and the dogs, they save the track. Stephen Mack is back. He's back. Slip through his hands, shattered legs, no promised land, clinic wall.
Good evening, Banbridge and further afield. Welcome along to the Late Show with Steve Mack right here on Bounce Digital Radio. It is Tuesday the 14th of the 7th, 2026 on a bright and sunny and extremely warm night here in the north of Ireland, Northern Ireland. And a massive shout out as always to our sponsor Lizzie Bones Clothing, keeping the show looking sharp while also dressing the whole independent underground music scene. Tonight we've got another packed show lined up with artists from, as always, from Ireland, Scotland, Wales, England and further afield from all over the show. So from rock and indie to electric, pop and everything in between. We're giving independent artists the spotlight that they actually deserve, so get comfortable. Turn it up and join me for the next 2 hours. I am Stephen Mack. This is the Late Show on Bounce Digital Radio. We are live on TikTok Shop, as well as Instagram. We're also online, all the www.bouncedigitalradio.co.uk, or ask your smart speaker to launch or play Bounce Digital Radio. Starting the night with Grace de Gear, or De Gear. And we're heading to Denmark. Oh man, sorry, Ryan because I'm like, I've crossed these two bios and it's like, no, that's not right. We'll go Ryan and then I'll see why, for some weird reason, I have to Martin Christian and Grace de Gear in the same bio. Wouldn't be a late show without one hiccup or a couple of hiccups along the way. So we'll go to Ryan and Kershaw. Singer-songwriter believes that the music comes from honesty. Guitar in hand since childhood is acoustic sound. It's heartful, stripped back, full emotion. With the new album on the way, Less is More, arriving later this year. Here's is the man himself, Ryan Kershaw. And as always, go to bounce-digital-radio for a playlist of all these songs. So here is The Doors of Perception.
Thoughts are spinning round my head and I can't breathe. The doors of perception opening and I can see. I can see. Take a leaf out of his book and come with me. I will think of you each day, you will see. You will see. I tried to run but I got caught. I can't escape from you at all. Leave me here and face it all. This hard place and is wrong. Take the time to rid yourself of fear. Through the door, believe. Let me out, let me out, let me out of my head. Cut it out, throw it out. Past is best, cause rest is bad. Let me out, let me out, let me out of my head. Let me out, let me out, let me out of my head. Cut it out, throw it out. Past is best, cause rest is bad. Let me out, let me out, let me out of my Take a leaf out of his book and come with me round my head. And I will think of you each day, and you will see shadow burning. You will see, you will see. I tried to run, but I got caught. Can't escape from you at all. Leave me here and face it all. Leave me here between this hard place and this rock. Take the time to rid yourself of fear. Through the door, believe. Let me out, let me out, let me out of my head. Cut it out, throw it out. Past is best, is rest is bad. Let me out, let me out, let me out of my head. Let me out, let me out, let me out of my head. Cut it out, throw it out. Past is best, is rest is bad. Let me out, let me out, let me out of my head.
Ryan Kershaw. Shaw. The Doors of Perception. I will be dropping in the handles of each one of these artists that you will hear this evening into the Tickety Talk and Instagram boxes, as well as read them out in the second hour so that you know where to go to find. But most of the songs and most of the guys tonight, I think one or two is on SoundCloud, the rest are Spotify. There is a Bounce Dice Digital Dice Radio Spotify playlist that I've been making over the past year. And there's some cracking tunes as always. So we are back to Grace. So where it is. So Grace the Gear. Well, it's unmistakable sound. They're born in Colombia and now based in the Netherlands. The blend indie rock, pop, and bilingual storytelling. I think that's class. Indie style of all their own. International awards and growing recognition, including praise from Rolling Stones. Here is the guys with their tune that should have opened the show. Done. Grace the Gear, just Grace, and then Degier. And as I say, they'll go over to Bounce Dice Digital Dice Radio, Spotify playlist. Welcome along, guys, to the list with Stephen Mac on Bounce Digital Radio, where I always mess up until about the fifth or sixth song, and then everything goes smooth. We're on the Hunted, HUNTD, and it's time to crank up the energy on the late show. Hailing from Edinburgh, Hunted is bringing the spirit of the 90s rave. Big face, little face, cardboard box. Back to today's dance scene with massive house beats and feel good vibes. If you're ready for a dance floor anthem, here is Hunted. And the tune that we're going to go with to kick off that is Half of Your Heart. Love it. I am in 90, well, 2000s, but still, you can't beat a big, big face, little face, cardboard box, big face, little face, cardboard box, and stick around for 100-second tunes this evening. And no problem, dude. See anyone who has any tunes out there, any music you just want to play it on the show, get it sent in and we'll give it a spin, honestly. And we'll play anything and everything as long as it's clean, radio edit. That's it. Doesn't have to be in English or anything, like literal. Up next we have I'm loving the names of, and it's a genre that never that. Anyway, EDM genre. I didn't think of Fiji was EDM. I just thought Fiji was just trance. You have to understand. I've only been doing this gig for a year. I just thought that everything was just all dance and trance. Didn't know EDM, and a million trillion other genres existed. But anywho, Toffee Not Orient. Lloyd, yeah. Tend to slow things down in the late show. Here is Toffee Not Orient. It creates atmospheric electronic music that's packed with chill beats, cinematic soundscapes, and plenty of imagination. So if you're ready to drift into something that's a little different, here is Toffee Not Orient. Sorry for laughing. It's just a nut. I'm Wingnut. My nickname is Wingnut, so that's the nut. It's the nut in all of us. But here is the man himself, Toffee Not Orient, with his tune In Moment.
I float in a sea of black. No ground, no air, no way back. Stars bleed like they knew my name, but they stayed far, they stayed the same. A shimmer whispered in the void. Closer, closer, I was destroyed. I found a moment glowing bright. I reached my hand, it held the night. It wasn't time, it wasn't space. It was a feeling I could trace. The silence roared, it shook my core. The nothingness became much more. A pulse, a rhythm I could feel. Was it a dream? Or was it real? It touched me first, it knew my soul. Closer, closer, I was whole. I found a moment glowing bright, 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 bright. I reached my hand, it held the night. It wasn't time, it wasn't space. It was a feeling I could trace.
Toffee Not Orient, right here on Bounce Digital Radio. And that's what he is on Spotify and also on Instagram. And that is music that just takes you on a journey, like a magical journey. That was quite relaxing. It is a nice uplifting beats, but not too hard, not too heavy, nice mellow, yeah. I like that. Right. Up next, guys, we got Gardens of the Moon. And we're shining a light on Cambridge's rising indie independent act. Gardens of the Moon blend soaring melody, striving guitars, and heartful songwriting into a fresh indie sound that's well worth your attention. So here is Gardens of the Moon on the Late Show with me, myself, and I, Stephen Mack, with their tune Recall. Gardens of the Moon with Recall. If you're wondering why I just dove to the left hand side, the fan is on the left hand side, and if you have it on, it sounds like an echo. Something that I love is an echo, which the boss man does not like. Anywho, that was Gardens of the Moon, and it's just Gardens of the Moon band on Instagram. Gardens of the Moon on Spotify, but I will in a second or start telling and dropping in the each box as we go along, so that you can go over, give these a follow, and listen to their fantastic music. Massey's Cross it's a welcome return, to be honest. We haven't played them in a while for the Canadian rock duo Massey's Cross. He is hailing from Calgary. Mark Templeton and Jeff Pascal fuse classic rock, blues, and folk at a modern edge, and it turns into a powerful, no-nonsense sound. Fresh from singing with East London Records are just started. Here's Massey's Cross on the Late Show with Stephen Mack, and the first tune that we're playing from the guys this evening is there's so many. I loaded about 10 of them and not just two. So we'll just start with the first one. Stranger in the Doorway, we've heard before, so it's gonna have to be Take It As It Comes.
Take it as it comes. You don't even feel the pain. And all you do is walk away. Turn around and run right back again. Do it all. Yeah, girl, you're killing me. And I do all wrong. You will just be miserably. You're breaking my heart. You're tearing me apart. I shine like the star. You mesmerize and level me. Slightly wrong. Even when you're cold to see. You're doing me wrong. Yeah, baby, you're killing me. I knew all along that you were the enemy. You're breaking my heart. Tear me apart. Take it as it comes. Why don't you? Take it as it comes. Why don't you? Take it as it comes. Why don't you? Take it as it comes. You're breaking my heart. Tear me apart. Take it as it comes. You don't even feel the pain. And all you do is walk away. Turn around and run right back again. Why don't you take it as it comes? 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 Why don't you take it as it comes?
That's so funny. So I'm going to be playing another Canadian just as we speak, but Chris, aka the Wizard, and he was on TikTok. He's like, "Oh no way, Massey's Cross, hey, interview them," and then he just jumps into Instagram. Oh, I love the connection. that this show brings. I'm not slagging. Like, we have had a couple of artists who actually collaborated just by meeting on this show on Tickety Talk and Instagram or whatnot. So we are going to play the Wizard next. So, as I say, another Canadian, Chris Collins, out there taking behind the scenes as a producer and mix engineer. He stepped into the spotlight with infectious pop, heartful ballads, and modern production packed with personality. Here is Chris Collins on the Late Show with Stephen Mack on Bounce Digital Radio with his first tune of this evening, Only One.
When I don't know what to do, my mind is set on you. I look to you and see that you're the only one I need. And when I saw you there, I wish that I could. History can change, 'cause you're the only one. The only one. The only one. How can it be? Change from who I used to be. Take me from this place. Make me free. Far from this place. Somewhere out in space is where I wanna be. Take me now. Rescue me from here. From all the things I fear. Still the only one. 'Cause you're the only one. The only one. And if you saw me now, you think and wonder how that I turned out this way. I always tried so hard, and now it seems so far. You're still the only one. The only one. Look to you and see you're the only one for me. Take me from this place. Make me free. You're the only one. The only one. The only one. You're the only one. You're the only one. The only one. The only one. The only one.
Chris Collins, Only One remix, produced by 808. I hope it's yes, so right. 808 diffraction. It's just literally diffaction, but it's like diffraction. So I'm on diffraction, so 808 diffraction. But anyhow, go over Chris Collins. We haven't played The Wizard or Massey in a very long time. They have been with us since about 6 or 7 months ago, actually. And it's good to have him back on. Chris, that's a tune and a half, kid. It's such a tune. And as always, stick around for your second one. Arend West is coming up next, delivering a powerful blend of progressive heavy blues. I love the way everyone takes their own sort of genres. So you're taking your blues, the heavy blues at that, and he's taking rock, and then he's going to throw it all in together with Heavenly Saved Us, inspired by his own life. It's a raw and deeply emotional song about surviving family trauma. Complicated them. Finding inner strength and refusing never to give up, you should say. And I know where you're coming from, dude. Lost my dad 3 years ago, and this sort of saved me, you could say, all this like shoe and stuff. So I do know what you're on about. So we're going to start with Glass Kingdom first off, and then we shall play Heaven Never Saved Us in the second hour. So from the man himself, here's Glass Kingdom.
They kneel, they learn, they don't look up. Velvet hands, iron grip, honey lies on your lips. Marble floors, silent rooms, golden cages dressed as thrones. Hands up high, stay in line, say it clean every time. Hold it in, count to 10, feel it break under skin. Welcome to the Glass Kingdom. Say it, bend your soul. Welcome to the Glass Kingdom. Say it, lose control. No way out, no way out. Kiss the ring, bow it down. No way out, no way out. Say it, don't say no. Break it, break it, break it. Glass, crack. Tailored lies, perfect face, clean hands, leaving no trace. Names erased, records burned. Truth is something you unlearn. Silver tongue, hidden blade. Shake his hand, seal your fate. Play it right, know your place. Hide the fear in your face. Say it once, say it twice. Blood runs thin under ice. Welcome to the Glass Kingdom. Say it, bend your soul. Welcome to the Glass Kingdom. Say it, lose control. No way out, no way out. Kiss the ring, bow it down. No way out, no way out. Say it, don't say no. You changed my name, you cut me clean. Taught me how to stay unseen. Built it tall, built it tight, fed me fear, called it right, but I won't. No, I won't. Take control. Welcome to the Glass Kingdom. Burn it, watch it fall. No way out, no way out. Tear it down, shatter all. No way out, no way out. Break it, take control. Glass Kingdom. Hear it crack. Nothing lasts.
That was that was amazing. That was. I don't listen to the songs until you guys hear them as well. It was very cinematic, very. See, when you've got violins ripping in there, like now pianos, violins, throwing out harp in there and just rip the life clean out of it. It was very cinematic. That was very good. As I say, go over to the Bounce Dice Digital Dice Radio playlist on Spotify, guys, and you'll find all the tunes I've been playing over a year. Um, Up next, we are going with Martin Christian, and we're heading to Denmark. It's a classical Chinese musician who's turned electronic producer. Martin blends nostalgic pop influences with modern dance energy and a cinematic electric soundscape. With chart success and a growing international following, here is Neon Lights and Martin Christian.
Skyless night, there's a light breeze and a full bright moon. I am on the hunt, the road is long with no goal in sight. I don't know what I'm looking for, but I know where to look. You can join in the search by the palm trees or near the beach. There is music and thunder in the distance. Which is which? Let's find out. Stay with me tonight. I want to get tipsy and float in the neon lights. Let's get together and dance the night away to a cool brand new tune. You might say I'm crazy and I do too. Where is this leading? Where will it go? I don't know. There is no map, just follow the road. Maybe there's a spark, just go with the flow. If you don't find me, I might just find you. Sifting sand in our hands, let's get carried away to the melody of the ocean. I want to get tipsy and float in the neon lights. Let's get together and dance the night away to a cool brand new tune. You might say I'm crazy and I do too. Where is this leading? Where will it go? I don't know. There's a wave, there's a flow. Feel the brush, let it sow. Now there's more to the show. Come on, let's go. I wanna get tipsy and float in the neon lights. Let's get together and dance the night away in the neon lights. I wanna get tipsy and float in the neon lights. Let's get together and dance the night away to a cool brand new tune. I wanna get tipsy and float in the neon lights. Let's get together and dance the night away to a cool brand new tune. You might say I'm crazy and I do too. Where is this leading? Where will it go? I don't know. Where will it go? Where will it go? I don't know.
Absolutely amazing. Absolute. From going from classical, I was just reading the bio there. I'm sure his parents, no offense, were not happy about that. Switching from classical into EDM, trance, dance. But still, it doesn't matter. See, if you're into any genre, just take any genre, mix it into your own, take it, make it your own, and boosh. That was actually pretty good. Neon Lights, Martin Christian. As I say, Bounce Dice Digital Dice Radio is the Spotify playlist. KIF is a prolific composer of alternative electric music whose synth-driven sound blends emotion, storytelling, and imagination. With over 20 albums released since 2021 and support from BBC Radio, um, Electric Sign Magazine, Blitzed, and Sonic Seducer. So here is Kiff, Kiffie. His stuff is on SoundCloud. As I say, I'll drop in all. And I've got a few, fair play, sent me a few albums, and as always, it's hard to choose what songs, so I've just chosen one album. So this is from his album, Past Midnight, and we're going to go with Resilience. So here it is. Resilience. That's a terrible thing to say. You do not say that the rest of your album. That's the type of album, right? So I've came across artists who have sent me, and it's just instrumental. It's just Evan's instrumental. At me looking at the album cover, I see a guy with World War I gas mask on. It was a doomsday song. End of time, end of life, end everything. So it is a doomsday album. So you're getting more of a movie like Book of Eli with Denzel Washington. Not even doomsday ones where you could go like Mad Max and stuff as well. Uh, I could sit here all night in movies. Stop it! It's a music show. But no, that's where I've heard most of my songs. I'll always say it was watching movies with my dad. Got a good tune. But no, that was a good tune, Kev. It was a really good tune, dude. Book of Eli's lethal, man. There might be bringing out another one as well. It's just the ending to it. You're like, what? It's a. And that will return with an entertainment section. So I shall at some point as well because there's a lot happening with in the north of Ireland, Northern Ireland, the south, coming up in the August, and England as well. There's got a load of stuff kicking off that I have to start promoting too. So I promise the entertainment section's coming back. So if you have books, independent documentaries, albums coming out, LPs, EPs, gigs, anything and everything, for exams. And I've only got it like literally lined up here. Final 13. Final 13 is a group from here, from Belfast. And they're smashing it. Like, I've known them once again for nearly a year, you could say. And they're all over the show, guys. They're over in that or England and as kind of really, but they were in England, Scotland, Wales, here obviously on the end of Ireland. But they're also at the Accidental Theatre. What is that Accidental Theatre? The Accidental Theatre is a theatre that promotes just anything indie, may it be comedy, music, anything and everything. It's based in Salisbury Square in Belfast, in the centre of Belfast. And what it is it's taking up space. It's an all-day festival over Belfast Accidental Theatre to champion the fierce, fresh talents of artists from the north of Ireland. This isn't just another festival, it's a movement dedicated to amplifying underrepresented voices with a sharp spotlight on incredible artists who identify as Flinta, Flinta. Do not have a clue what that means, but I'll Google it. Except in an electric, high octane lineup delivering fresh sounds, innovative styles, and boundary pushing performances. Now, if you keep an eye on my socials, you will see the link to if you want to go. So your lineup, you have Becky, Stu, Lee Harrison, and Alex Craig. Then you've got Lauren Martin, Neve Wright, Liz Byrne, Hester, Sarah Davidson. Sarah is amazing. She's a great wee artist from North Belfast. I know Sarah, I'll showcase her. Kieran Sands, Final 13. So you've got literally 1, 2, 3, about 10 different artists there all in the lineup. And as I say, go over to, I'll be putting the link up, but if you go over to Accidental Theatre, .co.uk, accidentaltheatre.co.uk, and also they do all sorts of plays and stuff as well. The Accidental Theatre it's like this. It's like what I'm doing. They don't get paid for it. They don't. They rely on funding from NI Screen Arts, and other like lottery funding and stuff like that. So Accidental Theatre, guys, go over to it and give it a follow. And the only other thing off the top of my head is if you're into reading books and you want to know about the history of Ireland and you want to know about the prison service within the history of Ireland, go over to William McKee, MCKEE, books.com, williammckeebooks.com. He spent 20 odd years. He spent his life in the prison service during the Troubles, the conflict, the war, whatever you want to say it. He came head to head with some of the most scariest people alive. I've researched it all. I've researched the troubles. I've grew up and then done stuff and then looked into it. And as they always say, you always hear about the army, the civilians, and the police who were murdered, never the prison officers. So William McKay has come out because he got accused of something that he did not do. I'm actually meeting him on Thursday for lunch. I am freaking out, dude. I am nervous, big time nervous. When I first was doing journalism, the inquest into what you'll learn about William McKee was accused. There was an assassination within the Maze prison, and he got accused of knowing about it, but he didn't have a clue. I'm 23, I'm 42 now, so I was about 23, 24, doing my journalism, reading the inquest. Little did I know that if we go fast forward into the life that I went into jail by doing stupid stuff, so ODC as they're called, ordinary decent criminal. Fast forward again till now, and you're sort of now helping a governor from the Maze prison that you read about in your 20s, but you were once a prisoner under his watch. If that makes any sense whatsoever. I am freaking out. No, William, he's an inspiration, people. See this man, like he got accused, he got used and abused, let's just say. They used his kindness for weakness. The man had to escape. Like, imagine you're sitting in your gaff in your house, right? You and your kids. Saturday night, and you're just chilling like a villain. Just, as I say, you and the fam are watching Coronation Street or EastEnders or something. Next minute, your hubby gets a phone call. Now, you can only hear what he's saying and see his facial reactions. You can't hear what's actually going on in that conversation. Little did you know that in that conversation, William was being told that there was an assassination squad coming to his house to take out his wife and his 3 kids, and to get them into the car as quickly as possible and get them out. Now, put that in your mind. And seriously, WilliamMcKeebooks.com, WilliamMcKeebooks.com. The man's going to Scotland to do talks. He's talking everywhere, and it's so good to see. It's so good to see, man. It is, AK. Like, imagine that, dude. You and the kids are sitting in the other half, or sitting, you just have to get out of the gaff. Like, 3 times. 3 times he got phone calls that a hit squad was coming for him. He's on Tickly Talk as well, William McKee. On Tickly Talk, William McKee on Instagram, William McKee on Facebook. He stands, he tells you these stories and stuff, like sneaked a dog into the prison for Johnny Adair, a loyalist paramilitary that drugged the dog and snuck the dog in. So there's like wee funny stories like that, but then there's also stories of like a tunnel being found in the jail, and William had to go over to the actual building complex to search this complex for this tunnel that was dug, and all you're hearing is like big like sounds of like 100 men booting like a metal door, jail door, and that's all you're hearing reverberating. So trust me, go WilliamMcKeebooks.com, William McKee Books, or just William McKee on all these socials, and listen to this man. I'm sorry, William, if you're listening, but of what he already knows, he shouldn't be walking. Like, William, like, is, and unfortunately in this country back then, you were classed if you put on a suit for the prison service, the army, or the police. You were a legitimate target. And it's so sad that they were just doing their jobs, and hierarchy were playing games. So WilliamMcKeebooks.com. I could sit and talk about this all day long. It's an interesting what we even see. Same as Canada. Canada done the same. You've had Quebec, French Canadians, 30-year conflict so that you could have part of Canada but to be French. So then, boy, see, everywhere has its own conflicts over land, religion, colour, creed. It's sad, like, but no, WilliamMcKeebooks.com, and let's get back into the tunes. Now, I was waiting on an Irish artist train room, but he hasn't. I like when people are watching and listening live. I'll play anyway, so I will. And I'm hoping he's out on somewhere else. I'm hoping he's listening online anyway. So Train Land, he's an Irish artist. He's based down south. Proper Irish man. We're only half Irish up north. And he's flagging. So Train Rooms, guys, from County Mayo. County Mayo. And all the Americans think we talk like that. And la-da-dee, we're going to County Mayo. But we do not. We're not all wee leprechauns. No. County Mayo for the Sounds of Train Room, the recording project of singer, songwriter, and producer Joe Monaghan. Blending melody, indie, reflective, alternative, and cinematic folk influences. He's back with music from the upcoming album Station Road. Here's Train Room on the Late Show with Stephen Mack. And the first one we're going to go with from Train Room is Turn Off Everything.
Want the world to be my friend. Close my eyes and just pretend. Turn off everything I want the sea to cut the skin of every soul and let life in. Turn off everything I want the band to sing your song. Then I feel I will belong. Turn off everything I see. Turn on everything I
Thank you, Craig Gorman. Thank you very much. Yeah, hay fever. Thank you. I appreciate that. I know. I've tried OG to get a hold of him, and I still haven't got a hold of him. So what I've done there now was messaged his main page as well as his threads to try and get him on because he's actually really good. He's a right, girls. He's were right. Carpet man. I'll get Black Soil. I'll text Black Soil again and check his in a second here. Mocharis, what is happening? Mocharis is the man behind Roots and Rhythms, guys. Let's hear you here behind me. Oh, wrong way. Not that way. So that's every Thursday night. Your reggae, best in reggae, ska, and dancehall music. Thursday, 6 p.m. GMT +1. And then my show after, all tunes are picked by Moncharas, and I just talk and push play, and it's sponsored by Cannabis. And we're back to Grace de Gear, or de Gear. It's like a French name, but there's Denmark. But anyhow, your name. Say my name. Your name, Grace de Gear, or de Gear. Up next we have Ryan Kershaw, and thanks to, and let me see if I can get this right, wee Bonnie from PR Productions, fantastic production company, promotion company, sorry, based in Scotland, Edinburgh. It's just been signing us. They're an independent label, and they've been signing us these artists. So far, Grace and Ryan is one of theirs. So here's Ryan's second tune of this evening.
Forget the past, my story ends. Life's too short, the world will end. Our legacy is written by you and me. Time stands still, two worlds collide. Truth's untold, it was all lies. Just one more chance to watch you sway and dance, my dear. Let go of me, set me free. Forget the past, my story ends. Life's too short, the world will end. Our legacy is written by you and me.
Such a tune. Ryan Kershaw, Kershaw. Back to Hunted, Huntd. And I will start dropping in all the handles actually now into the boxes. We'll go with Last Summer because I've played this before and it is a banger.
It was nighttime when I met you, your eyes locked on mine. I've been meaning to forget you after all this time. 'Cause end of September we both parted ways. In June I remember seemed so far away, and now somehow we ended up face to face. And ooh, I want it all again. Feels like I've been waiting all my life, waiting to dance with you one more time and do what we did last summer. You and I, oh, all summer. You and I, oh, all summer. It was nighttime when I met you, your eyes locked on mine. I've been meaning to forget you after all this time. 'Cause end of September we both parted ways. In June I remember seemed so far away, but now somehow we ended up face to face. And ooh, I want it all again. Feels like I've been waiting all my life, waiting to dance with you one more time and do what we did last summer. You and I, oh, all summer. You and I, oh, all summer. You and I, oh, all summer. You and I, all summer. You and I, all summer. Feels like I've been waiting all my life, waiting to dance with you one more time and do what we did last summer. You and I, oh, all summer. You and I, oh, all summer. You and I, oh, all summer.
Yeah, boy, Hunted HUNTD in capitals, or just go over to the Bounce Digital Radio playlist and you will find all these fantastic songs and artists, as well as them dropping their Instagrams into the Tickety Talk box. Mazzy's Cross, thank you very much for joining us, dude. And dudes, enjoy the rest of your day in that dark Canada, hey. Next up, we are back to Toffee Nut Orient. Such a name, dude. His second song is Termination Girl. Or Martian Girl. A Martian Girl. A Martian Girl.
I was hauling ice and iron, counting credits, counting scars. Patchwork shipped my second spine, dust on every valve and bar. She walked in, her chair is darkened, helmet under one brown arm, red planet badge on her collar, trouble in a borrowed charm. Terror marching girl, in my orbit for a night. Said I don't do forever, just enjoy the passing lights. Terror marching girl, burning trails across my sky. You were never gonna stay, but you stayed inside my mind. She laughed at all our rusted house, said you belters live so loud. Tattoo maps along my forearm, she traced every mining route. Shared a flask of stolen oxygen, breath on breath inside the dark. Gravity was barely something, still she pinned me with her heart. Terror marching girl, terror marching girl, terror marching girl, terror marching girl. She said, I got lunch in morning, back to red dust, back to war, back to family, back to orders. You're a story, nothing more. But her hand stayed on my shoulders while the ship time ticked away. Every kiss a small departure, every touch a failed escape. Terror marching girl, in my orbit for a night. Said I don't do forever, just enjoy the passing lights. Terror marching girl, burning trails across my sky. You were never gonna stay, but you stayed inside my mind. Now I'm drifting through the beltway, same old rock, same ancient cold. Still that Sarah station hallway, still her laugh in every hold. Radar pings, just empty echoes, starfield static, silver swirl. All this space and all this distance for one terror marching girl.
Absolutely unreal. That was very futuristic. Very futuristic. That was Toffee, not Orient. I am dropping each of the names you're seeing, dropping into the Tickety Talk on Instagram. It is the handles of the Instagram of the artists. Whoa, the heat's getting to me. Next up, we are back to. I think we're back there. So we've done Toffee. Sorry, I was skipping ahead there. I was dropping in all them names. We're back to Gardens of the Moon, and the second song from the Gardens of the Moon is Cables.
I got all of these cables snaking, trailing round the floor. They're running under the table and they catch
Gardens of the Moon and Cables. And if you go over to Bounce Dice Digital Dice Radio on Spotify, you will find all tonight's artists as well as like a year's worth so far. Next up, we're back to Train Room and his second one, Station Road.
1986 and the air was free. You slammed your BMX off the cemetery, gazing at the sky, following the jet streams that amazed your mind, roaming round the woods with no sense of time, waiting for a take on your fishing line. Once you had it all, everything was there for you, for me, but not for them. This timeline drifts in my dreams at night, holding on to what we have. That chain slips, won't you bleed the light that hides behind this forgotten light? Breaking all the rules down the wishing well.
So are we Bonnie's and so up Station Road, are we by Tree and Room, and Bonnie is Reaction Radio PR. And there's going to be an announcement on Thursday night from R.E. Bonnie, and her artists have been phenomenal this evening, as always. Even though Mazzy's Cross, like Mazzy's Tractor, has left the building, we're still going to play a second tune. So here is, I love the name of that one, or is it Sweet Jezebel? Or saying Sweet Jezebel because a Jezebel over here means something completely different than it does in Canada. We're going for it. Love it. Sweet Jezebel. Mazzy's Cross. And I love this next one. This next one's coming from Chris Collins, aka The Wizard, and it is a love song to his partner that he wrote for her. And it's called She Won't Stop Loving Me.
Let me tell you a little story about a girl, she made her mind up early. There ain't nothing anyone could tell her, 'cause her heart had decided surely she won't stop loving me, no matter what life could be. Even if I have to go far away across the sea, ain't nothing gonna hold us back. Even if the world is burning, 'cause you'll still be around, she won't stop loving me. Always a good day when she decided to come about. I'd be sitting there waiting for a little while, just hanging out. Then she'd come up the hill with a big old smile, looking fine as hell. And the day got brighter soon as she came over, wrapped her arms around. You just never know how long it can take to lock it down. 4 or 5 years later, still talking on the phone, but the signs are loud. She won't stop loving me, no matter what life could be. Even if I had to go far away across the sea, ain't nothing gonna hold us back. Even if the world was burning, 'cause you'll still be around, she won't stop loving me. True, guys. She's sitting over there right now with a silly grin. She's looking at me and her face is all beet red. We've been through hell together, but we finally came back out. 4 beautiful souls created and they stick right out of the crowd. The end is written already and the best part's yet to come. And I see us riding hand in hand in the night, just having fun. Woo! She won't stop, she just won't stop loving me. She won't stop, she'll never stop, she just won't stop loving me. And I'll never stop loving her, she's always meant the world. Even when I wasn't free, she found a way to get a hold of me. And I can't stop loving her, even when the world is burning, 'cause you'll still be around, she won't stop loving me.
I actually really like that. It's Chris Collins, She Won't Stop Loving Me. Shout out to Alex Dalton and Big Alf, who produced it in the UK. So Big Alf and Alex Dalton, sorry. And that was Chris's song to his partner, She Won't Stop Loving Me. And I love country, mate. Country is my dad's favourite genre. That was a good song, Kent. That was Take a Boo. Next up, we're back to Martin Christian and his second song, Runaway.
There were times of distress. On and off, it felt like a mess. Oh, it sure seemed like a test. But you and I, we always did our best. Oh, except now you couldn't find rest. You packed your bags and left. I don't know what to do. Where do I go from here without you? I wanted you to stay. I prayed for your salvation every day. Come back to me. There must be a way. You ran away, away, away. You had a longing for something or to be somewhere. You were gone early morning, gone. I was unaware you had no time to a blur. The path used to be so clear. Any day now you could appear. I wouldn't have to live in fear. I wanted you to stay. I pray for your salvation every day. Come back to me. There must be a way. Oh, you ran away, away, away. I wanted you to stay, 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 stay. Oh, I pray for your salvation every day. Where there's a will, there must be a way. Oh, you ran away, 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 ran away.
If you go over to the dash digital dash radio, that's bounce dash digital dash radio Spotify playlist, and as I say, alternate artists as well as the ones from the past year that we've been playing. If you know anyone that has music, guys, radio added clean, MP3 links, whatever, please let us know, give us a shout, message, my socials, either my Instagram, Stephen with the PH _ Mac, MAC _ show _ bounce. My Facebook is just Stephen with PH .Mac, MAC, and there you can message me, where else are we? Bounce Digital Radio. You could actually message the station or email the station, bouncedigitalradio@gmail.com or stephen.mac.show@outlook.com. So as I say, try and get as much music sent to me as possible, guys, and we'll get you played here in the north of Ireland, Northern Ireland, and I keep looking up because I keep looking at the clock. Remember when I first started this gig, I had 2 nights a week, 1 hour slot. Now it's a 2 hour slot and it just flies in. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So we'll do all this now. So a massive thank you for another late night with Steve Mack on Bounce Digital Radio, and thank you for joining me on this fantastic night, even though we've been sitting here and it's been warm, really warm. A huge thank you to every single artist who shared their music with ourselves this evening, and everyone who's listening in Banbridge and around the world, listening, watching. I appreciate it. Your support keeps independent music alive. Don't forget, the show is proudly sponsored by LazyBonesClothing.com. That's LazyBonesClothing.com. If you go over to LazyBonesClothing.com and go to the wee drop bar, and then there's music, and then you'll see all the artists as well as myself all have merchandise, and all the money that's made from the sales of the t-shirts and the merch on LazyBonesClothing.com gets sent back to the boss man, the Robin. We are a non-profit organisation, so we rely on donations as well as advertisements to keep the lights alive. So I ask if you have £2, $2, $3, €2, €3, search the Bounce Digital Radio PayPal account. I just can help out. Every little helps to keep the lights on. As I say, we are non-profit, so last year we were able to raise money to keep us going until around about this time. So now is another time to start begging for, as I say, like the tap yous. Land us £2 or land me €2 or land me $2. $2. And when I'm famous, I will pay you all back. But no, guys, a massive thank you for tuning in on this night. Like without the watchers, the listeners, the music, there'd be nothing. So make sure you follow Bounce Digital Radio's Facebook page, all my socials as well, and you'll see what's upcoming on the shows. We are back again on Thursday night with Roots and Rhythms. It kicks off at 6 p.m. GMT +1, 6 p.m. Ireland time. Basically, 6 to 7, full hour of your roots, reggae, ska, dancehall. Right after it, you'll have myself, The Late Show with Stephen Mack. I host both shows, but Mocharis picks all the tunes for roots. I just sit here, talk, what's new, and push a few buttons. So if you join us again this Thursday night at 6 p.m. GMT for roots and rhythms, and tomorrow night at 7 p.m. you have DJ Cooper. So tomorrow night, just as I say, go and add the Bounce Digital Radio Facebook page, and you'll see all the presenters and when they're on and stuff like that. And I have been Stephen Mack. As always, remember, keep supporting independent music, keep discovering new sounds, and keep the music playing. Good night from The Late Show with Stephen Mack and myself. Sorry, guys. Got a real itchy nose, and I was trying to do all that. So as again, thank you everyone who sent everything in. If you have any music that you want to send in, any new releases coming, anything guys need promoting, we are here at Bounce Digital Radio to do all that promoting. So now we have two more artists. So the second last is Arend Arend West. And his debut from his album Heaven Never Saved Us.
Silver spoons and cigarette burns, everybody waiting for their turn. Blue TV light, cold crystal rain, everybody smiling like nothing changed. Mama looked holy, dressed in white. Daddy drank whiskey every night. Every hallway whispering, every room knew we were born already broken, me and you. Everybody wants heaven till the fire starts. Everybody talks mercy till it cuts their heart. Everybody wants forever till forever dies. Heaven never saved us, but we survived. Heaven never saved us, not that year, not that night. We were young and reckless, running barefoot through the firelight. Nothing lasts forever, but some flames survive. You held me shaking like a loaded gun, like neither of us expected the morning sun. Half alive, teeth bared, running through electric light. Loving you felt dangerous, that's why it felt right. We ruined everything we touched. Ashes, ashes. Baby, we were born for this. Blue lights flashing, rain on chrome. You kept feeding quarters into a dead payphone. Your hands were trembling, mine were too. Every kiss between us felt cursed and true. The chandelier shaking 3 nights straight. Your coat still hanging like you never escaped. The house got quiet after you disappeared, but not clean. Under the concrete, something screamed. Oh, heaven never saved us. When the ceiling cracked, when the walls turned black, we were born in the ruins, trying to love ourselves back. Oh, nothing lasts forever, fires don't die. We were screaming at the night like God left the room. Your love was poison sweet on my tongue, still like a fever. Long after you were gone, we ruined everything we touched. We ruined everything we touched. Ashes, ashes, baby, we were born for this. Heaven never saved us. Heaven never saved us. Heaven never saved us. If love really dies, like holy men say, why does your name still echo this way?
That was a tune. That was a tune. That was a tune. Arend, A-R-E-N-D West. Arend West, the classical composer who switched sides, and I'm glad he did. Right, we're going to play out. Kif, you're going to play us out a minute. So you are so again from myself and the team here at Bounce Desert Radio. Good night. God bless. At 9 bells, everything will go dark. If you still want to listen, there's a constant loop. You can just ask your smart speaker to play our launch Bounce Desert Radio, or all at www.bouncedesertradio.co.uk. It's just all 70s, 80s, 90s. It'll play through tonight. Guys, again, thank you very much for tuning in, for watching Santa's music, please. And we're back again for Roots and Rhythms on Thursday night at 6 p.m. GMT +1. And then my show directly after. So this Thursday night. And again, Bounce Digital Radio Facebook page for all the info and stuff. Kif, we're going with your album. And then you can get this in Bandcamp. This Brings Life. And then we're going to go for the tune. Little Name. No, we're going to go for Shattered Mirrors. That'll play us out.